A birthday card at the card shop runs $4, $5, sometimes $7 now. Walk into Dollar Tree and the same kind of card, same heavy stock, same little printed message inside, is $1 or $1.25. If you send cards the way I do, to the grandkids, the church list, every friend who made it around the sun one more time, that single swap keeps something like $100 a year in your pocket. So yes, there is real money waiting in that store. But here is the part nobody making a cheerful haul video will tell you. It is not a dollar store anymore. They keep quietly raising prices and pasting new stickers over the old tags, and close to half of what looks like a steal in there is a trap that costs you more than it saves. One of them can ruin a $2,000 hearing aid from the inside, and one whole shelf I do not want you buying a single thing from. I am over 60, I push a cart through that store myself, and I priced every one of these before I opened my mouth, so I am going to walk you down the aisles the honest way and tell you plainly what to grab, what to put back, and where the danger is, including the senior discount half the internet swears exists, which I will settle at the very end. Get a pen. By the end, you will know the handful of things worth carrying to that register, the ones to walk straight past, and the one quiet trick that drops some of it to almost nothing. One thing before we start, and it is a thank you. This little channel just crossed 1,000 subscribers, a good part of it from the Costco video, and I am grateful to every single one of you. I put all of this on one printable page, every grab, every skip, the coupon rules, and how to read a price, so you are never fooled. The only reason it is not in your hands this minute is that the channel is still new, and I am waiting on YouTube to finish reviewing it and switch on the tools that let me attach the checklist the right way. That approval is coming. Every subscribe and every like tells YouTube this is a channel worth turning on, and it moves the whole thing along faster, so if this video helps you, that one tap is how you help it back. Alright, let us walk the store. So let me start with the shelf I opened on. Number 1, the greeting cards, because this is the cleanest win in the building. A card at a card shop or the grocery store has crept past $4 and keeps climbing. At Dollar Tree, the same weight of card, birthday, sympathy, anniversary, get well, is $1, and a good share of them are still 2 for $1 if you look. The one catch is that a few of the fancier ones have crept up to $1.25, same as the rest of the store lately. It is still a fraction of what you would pay anywhere else, and cards are the kind of thing a person over 60 buys all year long without ever thinking about the total. Buy a small stack now, and you stop overpaying one card at a time. That brings me to number 2, and it is the same story one aisle over. Gift bags, wrapping paper, tissue paper, bows, and the whole party shelf. Paper plates, plastic tablecloths, banners, candles for a grandchild's cake. A single gift bag at the card store can be $4 or $5. Here it is $1. Now the fine print. Because a couple of these did climb this year, the foil wrap and a few party items slid up to $1.50 and even $1.75. Even so, for anything you are going to use once and throw away, a bag, a tablecloth, a set of plates for the family dinner, paying $1 instead of $5 is exactly the kind of swap that adds up quietly across a year of birthdays and holidays. The next shelf is one I want you to actually raid, not just visit. Number 3 is the reading glasses. A pair runs about $1.50 in a whole wall of strengths, and here is the move most people never make. Do not buy one pair, buy several, and scatter them through the house. One by the chair where you read, one at the kitchen table, one in the car, one in the coat pocket that is always empty when you need to read a label. The pharmacy sells the same magnification for $15, $20 a pair. Now the part that matters, because it truly does. These are not a replacement for a real eye exam. And if you have an actual prescription, or one eye reads differently from the other, cheap readers will not do that job. What they are perfect for is spares, so you are never squinting at a pill bottle again because your good pair wandered off. Now the next one is not a product at all. It is a rule the cashier knows and almost no shopper ever uses. Number 4 is the quiet trick I promised you, and it is the closest thing this store has to a secret. Dollar Tree takes manufacturer coins, the paper ones, from the mailer, the newspaper, the insert, and because the base price in there is already so low, something wonderful happens. When a coupon is worth more than the item costs, they knock the item down to its price, and the thing is basically free. 50 cents off a brand you were buying anyway, on a product that costs $1.25, is real money. There are rules, and I will give them to you straight so nobody is embarrassed at the counter. It has to be a manufacturer coupon, not a Target or a Walmart one. In the store only, never online. 1 coupon per item, and up to 4 of the same coupon in a single day. The one snag to watch is size, because the brand name things in there often come in smaller packages, and the coupon has to match the size it names. Clip the ones for what you already use, and you can walk a small cart down to nearly nothing. But a coupon only helps if the thing was worth buying in the first place, and that is exactly where this store starts trying to get you. Number 5, the everyday basics, is where the place earns its keep for a fixed income, as long as you stay picky. Denture cleanser and denture adhesive are $1.25 and do the same job as the $4 box at the drugstore. Dish soap, food storage tubs, light bulbs, sponges, all fine, all cheap. The one catch on this whole aisle is size. Some of these come in a smaller package than the grocery store, so a thing that looks cheaper can quietly cost more per use. I will show you how to catch that in the very next breath, because it is the single trick that separates a real bargain from a fake one. Which brings me to number 6, and the one habit that pays for this entire video. Some food at Dollar Tree really is cheaper than the big store. Item for item. A loaf of name brand bread at $1.50, a roll of foil, a box of 150 tissues. These can beat the grocery price straight up. But right beside them sit things that only look cheaper. So the habit is this: do not compare the price on the shelf, compare the price per ounce, that little number in the corner of the tag. A bottle of dish soap at $1.25 that holds half of what the grocery bottle holds is not cheaper, it is more expensive, they just shrank it to hit the price. Once you start reading the per ounce number instead of the sticker, that store can never fool you again. And keep a little room in the back of your mind, because the shelf I keep warning you about is coming, and it is the one that can hurt more than your wallet. Number 7 is not one product, it is a pattern, and once you see it, you will see it everywhere in there. The shrink. The soda that is a smaller bottle than the 2-liter at the grocery store for the same money. The name brand snack in a lunchbox size pretending to be a full bag. The paper towels and toilet paper with fewer sheets on a thinner roll, so you reach for the next one twice as fast. The company knows the number on the tag feels like a deal, so it meets the price by handing you less of the thing. This is the same game as those stickers on the shelves, where they slid the base price from $1 to $1.25, and now $1.50, and just covered the old tag. The price is not lying to you, the size is. Read the ounces every time, and half of these move from your cart back to the shelf. The next one, though, is not about your wallet at all. Number 8 is sunscreen, and anything wearing an SPF number, and this is a firm skip. Sunscreen loses its strength as it ages, and dollar store stock can sit a long while, so a tube that promises to protect you may not, and at our age, skin is not the place to gamble $1. Same goes for the cheap face creams that claim an active ingredient. Buy your sun protection where it turns over fast and you can trust the date. This is exactly the sort of thing the plain math says to spend the extra few dollars on. Number 9 is the whole electrical shelf, and here we cross from wasting money into real danger. Extension cords, power strips, phone chargers, and those little craft hot glue guns. The cords and strips are often made so thin they cannot handle a real load, and a loose connection in a cheap cord is how a house fire starts. This is not me being dramatic. Dollar Tree has actually had to recall its own hot glue guns because they could catch fire. Anything that carries electricity through your walls or sits plugged in near you is worth buying properly. From a hardware store, one time. Save the dollar somewhere it cannot burn you. Now, number 10 is the trap from the very start of this video, the batteries. They hang right by the register. A fat pack for $1.25, and they look like the deal of the day. Turn the pack over. Most of them are carbon zinc, not alkaline, and a lot of them are stamped in tiny print, for low drain devices only. That means a wall clock or a remote, and nothing that matters. In anything with a real pull, they die fast. And worse, the cheap ones are the kind that leak. And here is why I planted this in your mind at the very beginning. A battery that leaks inside a hearing aid, a glucose meter, or a blood pressure cuff can corrode the contacts and destroy a device that cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars, all to save you $1. It is never worth it. Buy name brand alkaline anywhere else for anything you actually rely on. Which brings me to number 11, and this is the most important sentence in the whole video, so let me say it plainly. Do not buy your vitamins, your supplements, or your over-the-counter medicine at Dollar Tree. I know the price is tempting when you are counting every dollar, and this is the shelf I have been warning you about since the first minute. Back in 2019, the FDA sent Dollar Tree a formal warning because the companies supplying some of those products had a pattern of serious problems, including not properly testing what was actually in them. The supplements over there do not carry the quality seals a trustworthy bottle is supposed to have, and the medicine can be sitting close to, or past, its expiration date. A pharmacist could walk that aisle and show you pills that are barely doing anything at all. This is your body, and it is the one corner of that store where saving $2 is not saving, it is a gamble. Buy the store brand at a real pharmacy. It is still cheap, and it is actually tested. If you take one thing from this whole video, let it be this shelf. Alright, 2 myths left, and both are all over the internet, so let me put them to rest. Number 12 is one I get asked about constantly. The famous Dollar Tree penny items. You have seen the videos, people swearing there is a secret world of things ringing up for 1 cent if you just know the trick. Here is the truth, straight from the folks who work there. When something scans for a penny, it is not a prize. It is the store's own signal that the item has been pulled and is not supposed to be sold at all. Chasing them mostly earns you a frustrated cashier and a wasted trip. There is no secret penny aisle. The real savings in that store are the plain ones I already handed you, which leaves the big one. Number 13. The senior discount, and I saved it for last on purpose. Type Dollar Tree senior discount into any search and you will find list after list swearing it exists. It does not. Dollar Tree has no senior discount, no senior day, no membership, and no loyalty card that quietly takes a little off for your age. It never has. Every one of those lists is copying the last list instead of picking up a phone or walking into a store, which is the one thing this channel will never do to you. But do not let that leave you empty-handed, because the real senior play was sitting in this video the whole time. It is knowing the few shelves worth your money, walking past the ones that wasted or hurt you, reading the per ounce number so the shrink never fools you, and stacking a manufacturer coupon on top of an already low price until the thing is nearly free. That is the discount. It was never going to be printed on a sign. So here is the honest bottom line. Dollar Tree is not the dollar store it used to be, and it is not the junk pile the cynics say it is either. It is a store with a handful of shelves genuinely worth your time, and a handful that can quietly cost you money, a good device, or your health if you are not paying attention. Know the difference, and you come out ahead every single trip. Miss it, and it bleeds you slowly, the same as anywhere else. Now do one thing for someone else with this. You almost certainly know a person who is in that store every week, stretching a check as far as it will go, and who has no idea that half of what they are putting in the cart is the trap and not the bargain. Send them this video before their next trip. 10 minutes of yours might save them a ruined hearing aid, or a bottle of pills that does nothing. Then talk to me down in the comments, because I read them and I learn from you. Tell me the one thing you grab at Dollar Tree every single time without fail, and the one thing you learned the hard way to never buy there again. And that printable page, every grab, every skip, the coupon rules, and how to read a price so you are never fooled, goes live the moment YouTube finishes switching this new channel on. So subscribe, and give this one a like, because that is the exact signal that gets it approved faster, and you are the reason it gets there. Take care of your money, and it will take care of you.